welcome back into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a quick scrimmage game on Madden 24, and I'm going to be giving you my first impressions of the game. This is the first time I'm going to be actually playing a game in Madden 24. Yes, I am delayed to the release of this game, and yes, I already ran a play because I thought I was recording. I thought I muted the correct audio volume, and I muted my mic. I did not mute the actual game volume. So the game volume will be muted just for a moment, and I'll get back to it here in a bit. This is just on base all Madden, and I wanted to give you guys my impressions on the first gameplay through here on Madden 24. Yes, I waited a while. You're going to notice a few things different about today's video. One of those being that I waited quite a while in my standards to actually get this game. I do have content that I want to get to you guys, but I was busy. As you'll see in the background, a completely new background, a fresh room. We are in a new location. So that took up a good bit of my time moving from place to place right after coming back from vacation. So that was a hectic process. So that would be why I would have been away for a while, and also giving it a break on Madden. Waiting to hear people's thoughts on the games and see if it was worth, getting the game or not. And so far I've been in a couple of franchises, one of them just a straight up sim franchise where we're managing the team, and I'm intrigued by some of the things that I'm seeing with Madden 24, but I am by no means even close to labeling this a good game. So I wanted to get into a game here for you guys today, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the actual game audio now. It's still probably going to be toned down a bit, but what I am liking so far in this game is that they seem to have actually made good on their promise to improve the run blocking. This seems to be pretty solid run blocking overall. I hope it stays this way, but these players are actually treating double teams the way that they should. So, this is only a 6-minute quarter game. I'm going to give us some opportunities to actually look at a few things. So right here, Broderick Jones, and I think that's Sway Malo at left guard, are operating on a double team here, right? This is the left guard's block to take over, and Jones has to get off of this block after helping and get up to the next level, and that's exactly what they do. So Sway Malo takes over, and Broderick Jones fires up to the next level. That's actually fantastic zone blocking. That's what it's supposed to look like, and the same thing is actually true here of the center and right guard. So this would be the right guard's block to take over, running to the left, and that's exactly what they do. They pass off, and then our guard, unfortunately, he doesn't go up to the next level quickly. He could have cut off that linebacker, but he gets on here. He helps with that block and keeps things moving and keeps looking up to the next level. You can see number 61 up here, Cole, is getting up to somebody. So it's not perfect, but so far, it's looking like an improved blocking system. And that's one of the things that I heard about this game, is that the blocking is looking better, and the ability to run the football is looking actually feasible this year. And that's something that I love, because you have to be able to run the football. Otherwise, Madden is just not going to be realistic at all. I apologize again in this video if my lighting is weird, if anything's weird. I literally just now finally got everything set up to a basic level where I can at least record a video. So, it's not going to be perfect, but, we're at least getting some gameplay reaction. So far, the passing does not feel a whole lot different. From what I'm seeing, and that's a nice animation. I like the camera cut. I like the touchdown banner across the bottom, and the celebration is looking okay. The players are still kind of switching a little bit. They're trying to get into a team celebration. But the presentation, not too bad there, so nothing to complain about, I would say, not right off the rip. I have heard that there are a lot of glitches and a lot of bugs, as always with Madden, so I'm not surprised by that. I'm just hoping we don't have any franchise-breaking issues this year. I'm very curious to check out all the new additions to franchise mode, all the new settings and stuff, and the capability to hopefully, I believe they said you can turn off momentum, which is something I've been looking for a while. So let me know in the comment section right now, what are your thoughts so far? If you've played Madden 24, have you gotten it or have you not gotten it? Are you planning to get it if you have not? And are you waiting for my information and my reviews to determine whether you're going to be getting the game or not? I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. I've heard that hit sticking is also fairly difficult in this game. Yeah, the run blocking is going to be very powerful this year. It's going to be hard to stop the run. You're going to have to really commit to stopping the run, which is accurate. In today's NFL, you do have to really commit to stopping the run. You have to have the right personnel out there on the field if you want to stop it, and you have to sacrifice in your passing game. I like the way that this is feeling a little bit. This game is probably going to change quite a bit, though, before the game actually gets to week 1 or week 2 or something like that, because you're going to get all the pro players that are going to be complaining nonstop, and they're going to ruin the game for everybody else. I say it every year, but they tend to ruin the things that are positive about the game early on, and that was also true last year. Okay. Little overthrown ball. Good to see on base all Madden. Lower overall quarterback is actually able to be a bit inaccurate. Run right. Let's guess run right. Robinson will try to pick it up. So we guessed run right. We have superior personnel on the defensive line, and it was not a auto stop. And I know this was more of an inside run, but technically we should have stopped this. I mean, I was on the D lineman. I guess that's on number 50 for not reacting. I'm curious as to why he's not reacting. Roberts is a low overall. He's only like a 72, so that's very possible that he wasn't reacting to come up and run coverage. But when I tell the defense to guess run right, he should probably be taking, and this is something I teach middle schoolers, he should probably be taking a read step or two up to stop the run. Like his first, if you look at his feet, he chops his feet a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So his first 4 chop steps are just stagnant. They're staying still, which is not the worst because he's not just dropping back into coverage, but his 5th step does go backwards before he comes up to play the run. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe that's something they need to fix. Maybe it's because he's a lower overall. You're not going to see him react. But again, you also see a player like Cole Holcomb here who is a much better overall. He's taking a backwards step to start as opposed to taking a run read step up towards the line of scrimmage. So I don't know what's going on with that. If you're going to improve the run blocking, you need to make sure that it's feasible to stop the run out of the correct formations. And so far I'm seeing a couple of things that are at odds there. The run defense is not prepared or capable to stop the run versus the improved run blocking. So maybe it's an issue that they didn't realize was an issue because the run blocking was so terrible in last year's game and in the last couple years' games that it was never something that anybody would have paid attention to, that the linebackers are not taking the correct steps to pursue the run. Just a couple of base thoughts and an initial reaction to the game. Now I should definitely not be in this formation, but it's all right. Overthrown ball, a couple of inaccurate passes, so it seems like all Madden is not an automatic one-to-one from last year, at least as far as coverages, overthrown balls, and that type of stuff is. Yeah. Okay, so I'm liking it. I mean, the rookie quarterback is showing his flaws. Or not rookie, I don't think Ritter's a rookie anymore. I guess he's 2nd or 3rd year. But nonetheless, a couple of good looks to start off with. This feels a little bit more like a real football game. Now, keep in mind, this is an 81 overall Steelers team against an 81 overall Falcons team. Both of them have major flaws. I'm obviously going up against a 70 overall quarterback. I'm using a 74 overall quarterback myself, a 74 something like that for Kenny Pickett. So, things are looking interesting. I've seen a buddy of mine who is famously known for returning kickoffs have success returning kickoffs this year. I have always been known for being able to return punts for touchdowns, so I'm hoping that in some world they fixed it so you can actually get punt returns occasionally again this year, but I don't know. Maybe that comes with the improved blocking. These running back animations that hit everything improvements do actually feel like they're there. I'm not hating the gameplay so far. What I have heard is they have not fixed the receivers attacking the football. So, that is potentially an issue. That's a cool animation going out for it with one hand. I've also heard the Steelers playbook is absolute garbage, so I don't really know what we're working with right now. Doesn't look like it's the worst. That was a bad read. Couldn't get the ball off in time. Kenny Pickett 0 for 4. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, because I trust our defense. Let's try to spread it out a little bit, and let's just see. Because, you know, in previous years, just because I'm curious, you were able to get a little cheesy with this. Why is my mic shutting off?
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I guess technically I don't even need it on, because I'm not actually listening to the game, but...
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
There, good placement. Okay, I don't mind that. For some reason, I'm supposed to be able to, because of the way my setup is set up, I'm supposed to be able to get the audio. It goes from, everything goes from the PlayStation into the PC to the monitors, and then I have my recording software, so it's all going into the recording software, and I'm supposed to hear the audio feed through of the game. I'm actually not hearing any of the game audio right now, so hopefully it's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to have to record this whole video a second time, well, technically a third time. I started the video another time.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
What's that looking like? It's second quarter, beginning of second quarter, holding on Deontay Johnson.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Costing me yards. So I got to fix it on... It's weird how this software works. It's OBS for some reason. Doesn't let the audio pass through sometimes. It should be passing through to my headset, but I got nothing right now. Second and 14.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty.
I also have a scrimmage today for the team that I coach. We cannot get that ball off. We need some better pass blocking.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop.
Screenplay has some possibilities. Let's see if we can't get some yardage out of it. I'd like to see us use some of the players like Jalen Warren and whatnot a bit more. It looks like they might be manned up. Okay, that's just bad blocking. That could be the offensive lineman's problem. That could be us waiting too long. This has been an issue for years. Yeah. So this is they can't go downfield and block somebody, right? So, you know, they have to wait till the ball's caught because of the NFL rules being dumb as compared to college rules and high school rules and whatnot. Just program number 73 to go after this guy. Like, come on. And program number 61 to target this guy. Like, you can tell they're going after them, right? Like, he's going to try to seal a block outside. And then what happens? They wait, and then they block nobody. And then they both target inside. This doesn't help you if this guy doesn't block out. Your leftmost player has to be looking for the leftmost backer. That's just simple blocking mechanics. That's something that we do better in middle school than they do in Madden. So, a flaw of the game, nonetheless. I don't know what happened there because I hit the meter appropriately, but apparently I did not.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
I also might not play this entire game, depending on how long this recording goes.
The ground game's been good, but
I'm curious to get some first gameplay impressions. I might sim a bit too.
Maybe to work the air attack a little bit more.
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Ritter will set up to throw it. This is Miller, complete.
Weird animation there by the backer that I was controlling. It's not as easy to use her, which I'm fine with. I don't mind that at all.
Ritter from the gun. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's got this.
Be careful who you hit stick with. That's something I've heard from multiple people now. I don't know that there is much hit sticking or anything in this game, which I don't mind. I've always said that the hit stick shouldn't be in the game. It's not realistic, especially not in the current NFL. You rarely get a big hit. And when you do, it's not like the hit sticks that have been in Madden.
On the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete to Hollins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I can feel it that the pursuit of the linebackers and just linebackers in general are going to be a big struggle this year. Now, obviously, these aren't the best linebackers in the world. It's not like I have a Fred Warner or a Bobby Wagner or something like that, but I feel like we should be getting better performance out of some of these guys.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Ooh! Oh, Cole Holcomb drops the pick. I switched on. I don't know. I also heard that your pick and catching controls are going to be slightly different this year. Meaning, like, I had a friend that specifically said, oh, and I hate that. I don't like that at all. They left those animations in, didn't they? They left these animations in where a defender can glitch through and get a pick. There's like no shot in the world that this backer coming over his back should have this pick unless for some reason he breaks hard enough to get in front of him. But like, watch this. It's just it's weird. I mean, sure, he's playing the ball or whatever, but that's a pick animation. Like, a lot of times that's going to turn into an interception. And that's not something you're going to see in an NFL football game. Sure, the ball's thrown behind him, whatever, but it's just not a realistic combo between these two players. If it was to the front side, maybe. Backside, probably not. That's just weird. You can tell that the defender is literally locked onto the football. You see how he, like, shifts? Watch. Shift right there. Shifts towards the football. Coming down, shifts, locks onto the football. That's something they got to fix.
Just 50% of his passes thus far.
It's all right. He didn't come away with the pick. I don't mind my defender making a play, though. Get these linebackers shifted outside.
That would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That pass play good for 7.
I'd like to be able to get a little bit more going. Was that not? 4th down? Maybe I'm confused. I'm also trying to test out some similar things to see if they work as compared to prior years. Oh my god, why is that so overthrown? Poor accuracy. That's just a touch pass. Unpressured. Like, let me have that. Come on. Is it because he's a lower overall? So we got to check that because I put my settings on player skill, game options, passing type classic. Yeah, there's no reason I should be getting poor accuracy on the classic method. So maybe we have to go away from classic, unfortunately. I mean, we don't want to be using placement and accuracy. That's a garbage passing method. Placement plus power. Passing accuracy is determined by player ratings. Ugh. I don't like that at all. I don't like having to pay attention to a meter when I'm just pressing a button to select a receiver.
They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free.
I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out.
Another incompletion.
Classic, at least this year, doesn't cause a lob pass every single time you throw the football, so that's an improvement.
Quick completion here to Johnson. Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Looks like you just got to hit short passes with Kenny. You're probably not going to be able to go medium and deep, not right away. Not until they improve some of his accuracy ratings.
protected himself as best he could.
Deontay should come down with that. I mean, like 9 times out of 10, he comes down with that in real life. That's interesting. See that animation again one more time. I know I'm kind of over-analyzing things, and I've come to realize I'm, of course, going to analyze things. That is double coverage, to be fair. But, like, nobody's in position to make the play. That's in his hands. He'd come down with that. What was I saying? I realize I'll overanalyze the game in comparison to everybody else, and that just is what it is. Like, I coach football, I played football. George Pickens, can we actually get a toss-up? No, of course. He's just going to sit there and not attack the football. I have to take him over and tell him to attack the football, even though he's that type of receiver that would go up and get that. The receiver stuff drives me absolutely insane. But if I can at least run the football this year, then that's fine. Because in last year's game, you couldn't run the football. It was absolutely dog water, and the passing was this crap where George Pickens does, like, why there no receiver in the NFL in this situation. I have middle school football players that would not let this try to drop in the breadbasket. It's an underthrown ball. So what does the receiver do? If he's tracking it, he turns around and attacks the football. He goes up to try to catch the football. I literally have watched 7th grade football players do a better job than Madden does with their receivers.
Not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
Sorry, I could harp on the receiver stuff all day. I know I shouldn't. Interesting. I don't know if that was bad timing or what. I thought I was going to hit that into the gap. 1 minute left. I guess we should technically punt this, but I just want to see.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Yep, that's a pick. Not a bad, not a good read on my part.
Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into
So the players do react a little bit differently than they have in past years. So on this play, the tight end would get open a lot in the previous years, right? That receiver would pull. It's interesting. So they're not pulling the way that they used to, or maybe this just wasn't a match coverage, or it's not whatever concept. So normally that receiver would pull that backer with him, right? Because that's his first attack. Instead, the backer doesn't even care about anybody. He's literally not even focused on any of these guys coming into his zone. So if I mean, this wouldn't have been open, but if I could have fit a tight ball into right about here, that'd be good. But that safety would pick it off. This guy was really who was open coming across over top, which is who should have been open. I don't know if I could have put that in with Kenny Pickett either. Maybe if I placed the ball somewhere up in here. If I put it here, it's probably picked off as well by that middle backer. And he came up and got it. I mean, that's just a good play. It's interesting it's just interesting to see what it's looking like. So let's go ahead. That's not what I wanted to do. Jump forward to the next quarter. Let's actually jump to the 4th quarter and see what we can do from there. Kenny Pickett went down, got us a touchdown. So we're going to be on defense. Can we stop at 3rd and 1? Let's let our defense try to do it for us. Okay, 6-point game. 3:39. All 3 timeouts. I don't mind the scoreboard up there. I'm actually kind of liking the way that it looks. You can easily see everything you need to see. It's condensed. Got your timeouts, got your play clock, got your score and everything. You're down in distance. Let's go. Bounce that. Oh, okay. Again, the good block, it gets hampered by weird things. Like, okay, I know this is George Pickens on a backer, but it seems like he swam over. That's actually a really nice animation. He should be taking an outside angle, but that's okay. I mean, that's what it should look like. Okay, I'm impressed by that.
Last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes.
Can't say I'm not.
He's been decisive, and he's been
Play
a whole
action.
lot of fun to
See if we
watch.
can hit Allen Robinson. Kenny Pickett feels slow this year? That's what I'm curious about. There we go. Nice little pass. Waited till the last second. I like to see that capability to be mobile at least. Kenny should be able to move a little bit. Like right here, we should be going with a verticals concept, and one of these guys should be open.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
Is this a mid-blitz type of a thing? Oh, don't call a timeout. Oops.
They were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was
look
off a little bit
can
more
I
than
skip
it
this
was.
stuff? No, I
Nice
can't skip
job
any of
there
this stuff
pressing
this
up
year.
on it and forcing the
Okay. So that's some pass blocking confusion. I got a center and a right guard who touched nobody. The center should be looking to help. That it takes a little bit too long for the center. I mean, like, dude, you're taught, okay, boom, nobody's coming to your gap. His initial read is to the right. Sure, whatever. Now you're taught head on a swivel. Okay, he sees a second guy. He should be firing out and attacking that defensive tackle. On this side, I got nothing for you. James Daniels literally sees the guy and just, I don't know if for some reason the pass blocking matchup was messed up, that he's like, it looks like he's doing the same thing as Cole. He's looking to help out Okorafor, and he's just taking a while to do it. And so we end up with a guy that should not be unblocked coming in. I mean, at least, like, come on, EA, fix this one, please. Like, he should at least be getting a chip on the nearest down lineman. Please fix that. That one's pretty bad. It's not even like the guy came off of some crazy blitz or something. That was literally just the most basic thing ever. That's the Fryer move. Hurry up and let's go inside zone, because that'll be open. It's not going to be open. They adjusted. Oh, how about that? Allen Robinson might be open in the middle. Good catch right into the spot where I wanted it to be. 2-minute warning. We should be able to run this in and get a touchdown and win the game. With the personnel we have, with the personnel they have, we should be able to run this in, get a touchdown, and win the game. Little draw play. Blocking like it operated okay on that.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation.
We're not going with the screenplay again. I'm going to have to test that offline and see if screenplays work at all this year. I was not convinced by what I saw. Ooh. Okay, now 34. They're not taking any timeouts. They're not convinced that we're going to score. Dude, give me run plays, bro. Run inside. I know it's a minute and a half, but like, just give me run plays.
Here's another carry for Harris.
Okay, they did a good job stuffing those gaps.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W.
We know off-balance formations tend to work a good bit, so let's go with this.
Tick, tick.
They hand this
Ooh,
off
the
to
blocking
Harris.
was not there. What?
And he'll be taken down here
Weird little
about the
animation.
11.
Might as well take a
The
timeout.
Steelers signal for the second of their
Get some fresh
timeouts
legs. Now here's
as
what
they
I'm
get the
curious about.
stoppage with a little over
I got my
50
money
seconds left
plays,
to
you
go
know.
in the
I
game.
gotta see if
Well,
they work.
praise has to go to the guys in the
So we're gonna go
offensive
PA
line because they've
Experts
had a very
cross.
nice, productive day running the football. How about
Play
that
that
poor
almost
defensive
always
line? They've been
worked
knocked
last
around
year.
the entire game,
And
while they
actually for
slowed
the
them
past
down on
couple
that
years.
run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't.
Boom! Money! Easy touchdown. It's still broken, fellas. It's still broken. Put it in your playbooks. Put it in your playbooks. Of course, we got to hit the PAT. Let's get another look at that. That was a nice toe tap touchdown. This should not have been a touchdown, to be fair. They nerfed players in the secondary a bit so that they don't lock on to pick off balls, and they actually stay on their assignments. So this actually makes a lot of sense. So we're winding up. This makes a ton of sense, right? In previous years, this guy would have come off of his assignment, had the eyes in the back of his head to be able to come back and pick this pass off, right? But instead, he's turned away from the quarterback throwing the ball, and he's focused on his assignment. Now, he does turn here for a second, which is kind of silly. Just have him stay on his assignment, right? If he's in man or zone on this guy, he should be covering his hip. But he doesn't switch off until late to get on to Freiermuth. Does he get both feet? Yeah, he gets both feet, like, way in bounds. That's a good catch animation, though. I like that a lot. That was pretty cool. It's like a diving toe tap type of animation. So I like the fact that players aren't necessarily going to break off their assignment to just steal interceptions constantly. That might help the passing game a little bit. That might help make up for the fact that receivers aren't coded to actually play against the football. So I'm relatively happy with that. We're going to kick this one to the corner. I don't know what the strategy is on kickoffs this year. Everybody seems to meta the kickoffs and find something. I've seen a lot of people kicking it short to the middle this year.
And he returns this to the 22. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 21-20, 44 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you have to think to have a shot.
Coach's play calls. What you got for us? We should be able to get some pass rush here. I mean, with Highsmith and everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay, that felt really smooth. That tackling felt terrible. Is there not a conservative button anymore? I tried to break down, tried to press X to just break down and tackle him. This swim by TJ Watt, quick, smooth, that felt about right. Weird that he, like, I'm right there. I should probably be, like, locked on to hit that quarterback. I assume I need to hit a button. Probably square to dive at him, but I should be able to just run into him and get a hit. And I guess my running into him wasn't quite perfect. I hate to say that he should lock on a little bit, but he should lock on a little bit. I'm so close there that I should be delivering a hit to the quarterback. Over here is what felt weird, though. I came down, boom. I guess I switched on and carried him past. Again, I pressed X. So it's either a very finite thing. You have to be, like, within millimeters of the player to, like, get it to trigger a hit. Or there's a button that I'm not missing. Or that I'm not missing. There's a button that I'm not hitting. Again. Dude. They're going to get the field goal and win. They're just going to kick it now. I guess we got a blitz. We got to try to get the pressure on.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second
is there anything broken this year? Does mid-blitz work? Although they're just going to run it, but, you know, just in case.
On second down, another shot.
Mid-blitz does not work. that almost lets up a touchdown. Okay. So, I mean, those are some of my initial takeaways. I'm not even going to try to summarize all of that, because there was some good, there was some bad. I can't say that this Madden is necessarily straight up worth buying. I guess if you're comparing it to last year, though, it so far feels better than Madden 23. Madden 23 was not worth $5. If you got this game for $30 or whatever the half price, $35 because you had the franchise issue and you somehow managed to get it for half off like you were supposed to, I guess so far feels like you might be in it for the right amount of money. I don't know. We're going to have 3 seconds and a shot to score. We're going to have to fair catch that. I'm not wasting my return trying to take it back. I'd rather throw one up to George Pickens or somebody. Let's see if play action is as broken as it used to be. So we're going to go play action and go deep to the outside to Pickens or Johnson. Play action draws a guy up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Now, probably a timing thing. receivers still just don't feel like they play the ball the way they should. It's all right. It is what it is. Hopefully some of the other improvements help make up for some of those issues. More content to come from me on Madden 24. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see this little bit of a reaction to the gameplay of Madden 24. If this video helped you out in some way, or if you found it enjoyable, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. As always, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you guys have a good day.